Yo, my people, them CFC, Realist Blue, back with another video, and it's the Chelsea news update, and we are live. We are live in the place. We are live in the place. Appreciate the views and everyone. Love for the support. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. We have to talk about the Conor Gallagher updates, and I'm gonna go through a lot of the updates that have come through today. And so that'd be raw. Appreciate the views to everyone. Let me know your votes on the poll. Should Chelsea keep Conor Gallagher? All the news that I have regarding Conor Gallagher, I'll be putting that into the chat. So stay tuned for that and we can discuss it, as well as all the other news as well, in terms of like the Carabao Cup final news. But yeah, man. I should put the Conor Gallagher stuff in there. Basically, from the top of my head right now, when the Chelsea board are not really trying to extend Conor Gallagher's contract. Why? Because he wants like between 150 to 190k, and they are reluctant to do that. So let me just get the news up so I can read you the specifics. But hope you guys are having a good Valentine's Day. If you guys are celebrating it, hope you guys are celebrating it. But yeah, so this is the news that's come out. So I'm gonna post this into the chat. So yeah, view channel. So yeah, this is part of the news. This was reported by Sammy Mockbell. This was reported by Sammy Mockbell, and then this is also from him as well. Hmm. So yeah, this is it so far. Sorry about the longness. So yeah, sorry about this, people. I'm sorry about this. To feel wanted, not money. So this is the news that's come out, and obviously privately, Mauricio Pochettino has forcefully advanced the merits of agreeing a new contract for Conor Gallagher with the superiors, meaning the board, obviously, and then Chelsea are reluctant to go above the unofficial wage ceiling of around 150k per week for Conor Gallagher. Those close to Gallagher will tell you his next contract will be driven by the need to feel wanted, not money. So I'll be real. This is quite interesting here. Why? Because he says he doesn't want the next contract to be about money. It should be to feel wanted. And throughout the season, he hasn't been shown that he's really shown that the board really wants him to stay. Pochettino has come out numerous of times to state that he wants him in the team 100%. That's what he said. But from when he's been on the market in the summer window, January transfer window, and already getting talks about him going in the summer, like Does he really feel wanted? He doesn't. The only people that make him feel wanted is the fans and his teammates. The board, not so much, because if a certain bid came in for him in January or the summer, he would have been gone. So like with me and this about, oh yeah, will he sign a new contract? Personally, I would want him to sign a new contract. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I would rather him sign a new contract. But 150k plus, I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, Chelsea through and through, he understands the culture. But 150k a week, I don't even know. Like personally, I don't even think I would give him 150k a week. This is kind of the same problem I had with Mason Mount getting 200k a week, and I didn't feel like he warranted that. And he had won us a Champions League. Um, Conor Gallagher hasn't much to obviously done much to get the board's approval, kind of thing. So I'll be real, it's just I don't personally think he will stay here in the summer, but personally I would rather him to stay, not because I feel like he's going to be a starter in the team, but because of the fact that him, he's a great squad player. Like he understands the club. He has the passion, the drive for the badge, and him being a squad player for me would be very good because with all of our talent that we have, if everyone's fit, for me, I don't think he gets into our midfield. If I'm going to be honest with you, this is something I've said all entire season. I don't feel like he would get into our midfield if all of our midfielders were fit. But I do not want to sell Conor Gallagher. I want him to stay at the club. Why? Because he would be a great squad player, someone that we can rely to come off the bench and do a great job. That's something I could count on him every single game to do, to come off the bench and do something very good, whether that's making tackles, interceptions, winning the ball high up in the attacking areas so that we can what's the thing called? So that we can push up higher and get counter attacks. These are the kind of things that he has, like heart, desire, running. He's very similar to Mason Mount, just probably a better goal scorer, while Mount would probably be a better assister. So I'll be real. Like I said, I would personally want to keep Conor Gallagher here, but not for 150k plus. That is what I would say. I wouldn't want him to stay here for 150k plus. But we shall see. But going off the notes, the board hasn't shown that he feels wanted. Because why? He's been on the market in the summer and in January. As much as the performances can talk, the board will still be like, oh yeah, we need to do his thing. Man, like deals, Well, go on, bro. It's been a long time still. It's been a long time. Last time I spoke to you, Graham Potter was our manager. So been a minute since that still. But but yeah, man, I'll be real. Conor Gallagher, I hope he does stay, but it's gonna be interesting to see if he does get the money, like gets the salary that he wants, because I'm not in these guys' entourage. I don't know exactly what he wants, but I know I would want him to stay at the club because he understands the club, Chelsea through and through, and he's a very good squad player. In my opinion, if our full squad is fit, he doesn't get into it, but he's always someone we can rely upon to come off the bench and do a job, 1000%. And these are the kind of players that we need in a club and a squad if we ever want to get back to competing for trophies and that. And now this has been different in terms of the squad injuries hasn't helped us at all. But on Poch, why do you think he keeps changing around the midfield? I'll be real with you. I don't even know what to say about Pochettino when it comes to this midfield, because one minute he does one thing, the next minute he does another. Like, if you want us to be consistent, because this is the guy that came in and said he wants us to be trying to win the Premier League, even though that was far fetched, He hasn't shown the consistency to set up the team in the right way, game in, game out. Personally, for me, I just don't think he's where do I stand with him. I'll be real with you. I don't even want him to stay. Just due to the fact that everything that I've seen so far, like last season, we had Graham Potter and he wasn't all that, even though I was backing him. But this season, even though we've had injuries, we play one game a week majority of the time. And look, the highest we've ever been this season is ninth. Right now we're 10th. We've either been ninth or 10th or 11th. I don't rate Poch as well, but the board has to be blamed as well. No, 100%. The board definitely has the blame because they appoint him. Not only that, but they appointed Graham Potter. Everything they've done since they've sacked Tuchel has left us in a shambles. We've been getting worse and worse. Like that's just the realness of it. They are to blame. But the fact of the matter is that they are not going to be leaving anytime soon. That's the problem. So we have to work with these guys as much as whether we want to or not. And if Poch's going to leave at the end of the season, Paul Winston Lee, and Lawrence Stewart, like it doesn't make sense why all of these men are in the board. Like, why don't we have one guy doing their thing? Like, why do we have multiple guys? But this is how we know that our club has changed because before we had one sporting director, we had one owner. Now we got a consortium full of bare different owners, bare guys that don't see eye to eye. Not just that, but with the what's the thing called? Not just that, but with the boardroom as well. You got Paul Winston Lee trying to make signings. Oh yeah, I've made this signing hoping that it bangs. We have another guy, Lawrence Stewart, trying to make signings. He's trying to see if it bangs. Like these guys are not working together. They're trying to make themselves bigger than the other so that they can be like held in a higher regard and can make their profile look much better, whether they stay at Chelsea or go to another club in the future. Like right now, they're not making the best. They're not doing the best things. And what do you think of the reports today of Sterling Thiago leaving apparently another? I be real to you. I don't want us to sell Thiago Silva. I'm not gonna sit here and say I want him to play every single week, but we shouldn't sell him based on the fact that his experience is very needed. On top of that, we don't have any leaders in this team. He's the only true leader that we have. Like he has the experience and he has the potential to help all of our other centre backs. Like when you think of the centre backs that we have, Colwill, Desassi, Badia Shaw, Trevor Chalobah, as long as he stays here. Um, and I'm missing someone else. Trevor Chalobah, Benoit Badia Shaw, and that. Like, no, we need experience all over the pitch. We need experience all over the pitch, fam. Like, all of these guys are young. Not to mention that they've been together for just about a year, and not even Caicedo's been here a year yet. So it's like, what are we really meant to do? Like we have to get experience in other places. We need experience in the defense, midfield, and in the attack. But Nkunku could be our attacker. He has experience and he's of the age of what 25, 26 by the time next season comes. Sterling, I be real, Sterling has to go. He's been so poor. Like the fact that we bought Cole Palmer, he's been better than him. Like Cole Palmer is a guy that's come in and now he's the guy that's the go-to man in the attack. Like Sterling needs to leave. He has experience, but he's past his best. The guy that we saw at Man City doing all these things, it's not him. But we definitely need to sign experience. But I don't feel like we need it in centre back, if I'm going to be honest, because we have a lot of centre backs and guys that can develop to being very good. Like Axel Disasi is 25, 26. He's good in experience there. Um, Wesley Fofana, if he does come back, he might not be the age of having experience, but he's played multiple years in the Premier League. Trevor Chalobah, if we keep him, he's played multiple seasons in the Premier League. Like for me, experience doesn't necessarily mean the age. It means the amount of time you've been playing at the top level. Like look at someone like who's a good example? Bukayo Saka. He's 21 years old. Will we say that he's experienced or inexperienced? he's definitely experienced because he's been playing in the Premier League for about 4 to 5 seasons. Like he is experienced. But yeah, no. Man's not worried about financial fair play, especially because I saw that report that says that you'll be able to spend at least 200 mil this summer, and that's not even including player sales. So it could be a very busy window for us in the summer. Hence why the January transfer window was so quiet. But I'll be real. The left back scenario, I'll be real. We've been linked with Alfonso Davis. That would be very good. I would love to have Alfonso Davis. I'd be so honest if we got a left back. In terms of two wingers, I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man, because I feel like we definitely need another one if we're gonna sell Sterling. Um, but yeah, man, I need to get back to that. But nonetheless, what I'm gonna say is that my bro Pochettino, like he just no, you said he shouldn't have changed their style after preseason. He shouldn't have. But this is how it goes to show how much reliance he has on Nkunku. Because the only thing that changed during preseason and after preseason is that Nkunku wasn't here. And that has changed a lot. Like Pochettino was betting so much on Nkunku being fit. Like it's long. Like if we had Cole Palmer during preseason, we had him up until now, then that would be great. But like after preseason, everyone knew about the attack and how Nkunku could bring a guy like Mudrik into better positions, Nicholas Jackson into better positions. Like Nicholas Jackson's probably his best games are when Nkunku plays, barring the game against Aston Villa last week. So but this is stuff that everyone knows. Like this is the reason why we were so good against Aston Villa because in that game you saw Liverpool, Caicedo, you saw Caicedo and Enzo together more. Like we haven't seen that consistently throughout the whole entire season. Like that's the reason why. And if we're gonna be playing up against when we play up against the midfield in like Liverpool, even though Szoboszlai is gonna be injured, their team, like Klopp understands how to coach their team. So they're gonna be 100% up for it. And whether or not they have their standout players, they will always be good. So I'll be real. I hope he does set up well, but we have to wait and see because I don't have confidence in him. I don't have confidence that he'll be able to do things week in, week out, game in, game out. Like he's always going to change something. And fair enough, injuries are an issue, but I'm going to be honest, like a lot of teams have injuries. But the thing about it is that our defense is peak. I actually don't like how he's destroyed our defense. Like our attack plays a lot better. We score way more goals than we did last season, but our defense concedes way too much. And it's a good thing we have Petrovic now. And even talking about you saying about you feel like we need a backup goalkeeper, just have Sanchez as the backup goalkeeper because forget spending more money on another goalkeeper. Like until we get Gabriel Slonina back from his loan spell, someone that could be a good option a couple years from now, we should just keep Sanchez as the backup because Petrovic is easily number one, easily. And I'm so happy. Like I don't want to be rude to Sanchez, but I'm actually so happy that he got injured because we never would have had Petrovic in goal, especially now him being our main keeper basically. So that's a good thing. And Emerson and Murray, Poch will do something done before the end of the season, but we have to hope and see. Um, you said you want Elise and Kudus. Don't they play more like on the same side in terms of right on the right? Like because for me, like if I was to say I want a winger, who would I say I want? Like Elise is a good option, Kudus is a good option, but I doubt West Ham are gonna sell Kudus after selling them. and we're linked to Elise, but Man United are interested in him as well. So it's not going to be easy, especially if Man United get Champions League football. Like we will most likely miss out on Elise, but he would be good. I wanted him last summer, but we have to wait and see. If I need a winger, I'll be real to you. Off the top of my head, I can't even really think of too many because if on the left hand side, if Sterling leaves, we still have Modric that can play. We still have Modric that can play there. Jackson could play on the left because we're going to be buying a striker in the summer, so that role's going to be filled. Like Jackson could be more used as a left-sided player, and then on the right-hand side we have Cole Palmer or Noni Madueke as the right-sided options. Because in the middle, if we have Nkunku and then behind him Carney, Chukwu, Mecca, then that would be calm. No, I'm taking Osimhen. I'll be real to you, man. I'll take Osimhen. Like I know that it's more of a risk with him because he's not been in the Premier League, but Ivan Toney, it's just his age. Just his age. And Brentford, they'll probably want at least 100 million for him, which is something that I can't say like I don't necessarily agree with based on how transfers have gone, but to say it's 100 million, like it's impossible. Like I don't want to pay that for Ivan Toney. I'd rather pay it for Osimhen because he's 24. We can get at least 7 good seasons out of him. Whereas Ivan Toney, at maximum, we would get 3. So for me, I'd rather have Osimhen, in my opinion. But who would you rather have out of Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen? Who would you rather have? But yeah, man. Let me know who I want Osman because he wants to come to Chelsea. 100%, bro. 100%. Like this is the thing. Like the way we're linked with Osman, you see right now. Like in my mind, I've known this for at least like the last month or so. Like he will come to Chelsea, and that's just something that I love because he wants to play for the club. He wants to play for the badge. That's something that we need. Whereas Ivan Tony, like he might want Arsenal, but we damn sure know that he doesn't want Chelsea like that. He hasn't said I haven't heard anything talking about him and Chelsea. So yeah, you know they got the deal wrapped up. You saw Drogba in the AFCON, you saw Mikel on his podcast, like you know it's a done deal. Victor Osimhen will come. And the thing about it is that people be saying like he's injury prone, all this kind of stuff. He didn't do that well for Nigeria in the AFCON, even though they got to the final. Like all of these kind of things, like I'm not that fussed because I know that if he comes, he can definitely bag goals for us. And with our attack, where you could put Nkunku behind him on the left, either you could have either Mudrik or Jackson, or on the right, have Cole Palmer, like it will be peak. And bro, you know we got the French link up as well. Like imagine how many French guys that we have as well. We got the Sassy, Badia Shill, and Kunku. Like we even have Wesley Fofana, Leslie Ugochukwu. Like we got bare man from France. And I mean Kunku Palmer and another winger would be cooking. 100%. And a part of me, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I want I want Mudrik to come good. I want us to give Mudrik a lot more time because I really do think he could be a very good player for us. It's just that he doesn't get consistency enough. But what's your thoughts on the medical team? I'll be real. Just like our club is a mess. Because if a guy comes back from injury, another one's going out. So I be real, fam. It's like our club is a mess. Nothing goes right for us. Whether that's more time on the pitch, behind the scenes, injuries, like it's our medical department sums up our club at this point in time. That we are just not the same. Because I've never seen us have these many injuries for the whole entire season. We've had at least 6 men out since the first Premier League match day, and even now we still have at least 6 men out. Like I've never seen this throughout the whole entire season, other than last season. So I'll be real, man. The medical department is peak. And yeah, I got PlayStation, bro. It's just put your PSN in the chat and I'll add you after the stream, innit? But what else you gonna say? With Gallagher, I want him to be the squad player, like you said. I don't think he got into the side when Lavia has come back. No, 100%. Alright, saying that I'll add you after the stream, innit? But yeah, man, I'll be real. Gallagher, like I said, man would want him to be a squad player because our midfield is stacked if everyone's fit. And that will just make our whole team a lot better. But it's just whether or not will he be staying there in the summer. Because if the board, like, what is the board gonna do? Are they gonna let him go because his contract expires what, a year, like in 18 months from now? So next season, so this coming summer will be the last chance for us to get as much money as possible. Like, what would they do? Would they rather keep him, sell him for 50 mil, or they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell him for like 30 or 40 because of the whole, what's that thing called? The whole, what's that thing called again? Oh yeah, the money you get for player sales. Now Caicedo is definitely a six. Caicedo is definitely a six rather than an eight. He doesn't have the attacking capabilities to be a number eight. Number six, he has a defensive mind, fam. Similar to Kante, very similar to Kante, more so than like Enzo's the number eight. Like Enzo is the number eight in the team. That's why he even has number eight. So yeah, man, Caicedo's a number six. And when Lavia comes back, I would like to see Lavia floating in the six and Enzo and Caicedo floating around in the eights for us. Fair enough. I would rather have I don't I would rather have Lavia maybe as one of the eights. Or even like we have endless options because we could even put Colin Chukwu Mecca as a number eight. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be Lavia because we have an abundance of midfielders that can be cold. Like Colin Chukwu Mecca can be so cold. He just needs to get given the chance. And it's unfortunate he got injured earlier in the season because when Nkunku was out, that was his chance to shine. And imagine the game he gets injured in, he scores. Like it's just a joke. So like our best formation, our best team, whether it's a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, I don't know, but I'd rather have Enzo and Caicedo more together, or Caicedo by himself with two guys in terms of Enzo on one side, and maybe Chukwu Meko more because of his height and the way he can carry the ball in the midfield. We don't have anyone in the team that's really like him, the size, the physicality, the way he can dribble with the ball, and the way he can pick a pass as well. So I would like to have, so the midfield, we have a lot of options, but it's a good amount of options. So whether it's Lavia or Carney, I'd rather see them start more so than Conor Gallagher, in my opinion, if our full team is fit. So I like to see Lavia. Like that could be like personally, obviously, and as long as Enzo isn't obviously actually no, because that by that point he'll have two defensive covers, so it doesn't matter if he's really pushing up because we have the defensive cover. So that could be very good still. That could be very good, even though I don't really like seeing Enzo play very, very forward. But it's just because that right now we don't have just because right now we don't have the defensive backup to suit him. Like Conor Gallagher, he's a good player, but in the midfield, defensively, he can't do as much. Whereas Lavia, he could do much. He could do a lot. So yeah, man, like this the thing. We have so many options. It's just jarring that the whole team isn't fit. Just jarring he does it for the whole team isn't fit. And he does it for Argentina though, doesn't he? Yeah, no, he does. And true says due to the fact that in their midfield, like they got who Paredes that plays there. They got can't remember of the other midfielders that play there, but yeah, he does it for Argentina because he does get forward a lot and he does get the ball the most. So like fair enough, like Abbey Rowe, like he can do it because I do believe that Enzo Fernandez one day can be the best midfielder in the world. So he can do absolutely anything. It's just do we have the backup behind him to make sure that it's the plan is put into the right positions, into the right peace of mind. So yeah, that's it. McAllister, yeah, they got Paredes and McAllister. That's who they would play alongside Enzo. So yeah, man. Like I just want to say, like our midfield options are just absolutely endless, so endless right now. So we are just we just have to wait until they're all fit and see what Pochettino does because we could put them in different positions. What is Pochettino going to do? Is this guy going to set up the team correct? I don't know, but he better make sure that he wins something this season. Where we better make sure we win a cup because if you can't even win us these cups, yeah, and we finish eighth or below, then would I sell Gallagher for Bruno Guimaraes? I'm not gonna lie, man. Bruno Guimaraes is a hard player, and Newcastle need to sell players. But like of course I would sell Bruno Guimaraes for Conor Gallagher if that was an actual option for a swap deal. That would be calm. But I doubt it's highly likely because Bruno is a much better player than Gallagher. He's a much better player, but the thing about Gallagher is that he's Chelsea through and through. No, but he's like Enzo. But what I'm trying to say is that he could play deep. Like if I'm gonna be honest, like he could. Or in a 4-3-3, he could be partnered next to Enzo in the midfield. So like I personally believe that Guimaraes is a very good player, someone that can control the game. But like I said, if you ask me about who's the better player or whatnot, then I'd probably choose Bruno because he's better than Gallagher. But the thing about Gallagher is that he has the heart and the passion for Chelsea. But I don't know. What is the board really gonna do? Because I don't know what's gonna happen. And like I said, like who would you think winning the Prem and Champions League? I think is winning the Premier League and Champions League. I think Manchester City are winning both. No, I don't want Cucurella, even though the season he was better than last season, but I don't want Cucurella. Like we need to get. I want us to get Alfonso Davis. If we can get Alfonso Davis, cold, cold. I would love to get Alfonso, big man team. If we can get him, that would be brilliant. Still, but but yeah, man, Alfonso Davis. That's the one left back that I really want. I would love to have him still. Love it. But he's getting watched by a lot of clubs. A lot of clubs still. In the Premier League, there's not really that much exciting left backs like that. But interesting. Abbey Road. I would take Bayern Munich winning the Champions League because man's got Joshua Kimmich. I've done his SBC. So if they win the Champions League, man's gonna have a 95 rated um Kimmich in my midfield. So man would take it. I would take that. Speaking of that, the Champions League is on right now and it's no. Fair enough. And PSG are drawing no as well. So fair enough. But yeah, man. Um you're right. I swear I saw full influence linking us to Bournemouth left back, and Tuchel versus sorry, innit? Oh what? What Sarri's the Lazio manager? I didn't even know that. Hard. So guaranteed a former Chelsea coach is gonna be in the quarterfinals. I like that still. I like that. But for FIFA purposes, I hope it's Bayern. I root for them more than Lazio because I don't think they'll win it. And what games have you been to this season? I've been to the Carabao Cup games. I've been to all of our home Carabao Cup matches. So AFC Wimbledon, Brighton, Blackburn, Newcastle, Middlesbrough. Been to all of those games. I went to the Aston Villa match at home. I went to the what's the thing called? I went to the Preston game in the FA Cup at home, and I've been to Manchester United versus Chelsea away, which is the worst performance of the season. So yeah, I've been to what 8 games this season, and I'm hoping I can go to the Carabao Cup final, but the tickets have been sold out, fam. So I'm hoping I can find someone I can buy them from. I'm gonna be honest with you because I really want to go to the final. Like whether the team wins or loses, I really want to go just because I've been to every single game, bar that that first leg against Middlesbrough at their ground. So I want to go to the Wembley, but I have to hope and pray I can get tickets for that still. And I've been to Liverpool home first game of the season, Arsenal at home. Hey, that's a good amount of matches still. Like we haven't like it's actually it's actually not that common for a lot of people. It's not that what? Nah, 350. Nah, man. I'll be real. I'm broke, so I'll be real. Unless them tickets there are less than £100, then I'm gonna be doing a watch along. I'll be real to you because 350. I've never paid that for a game in my life, never. And I'm not even up like that to be trying to buy them tickets still. So that's peak. But too many ticket plugs doing price of tickets. It's the Carabao Cup final, isn't it? So it is what it is, man. It's not like it's two dead teams. Like you got Chelsea and Liverpool. So two big teams with the history that we have. Like we both teams have won everything, so I can understand it. But it's just dry because even on the Chelsea website, like I wasn't even able to get tickets. I don't even think they put it on the loyalty points basis. Like they done ones for season ticket holders, done this you the away scheme thing, but I don't even know how that works. So um no, fair enough, innit? Fair enough. But man, we can always watch it at home. Like all I know is that we play, hopefully we link up a game soon, bro. Yeah, that'll be calm, innit? The next game I plan to go to is the next FA Cup match. And we play Leeds at home, innit? So I'm definitely going to that match. Them tickets there come out in 6 days. So man's alert for that one there still. So hopefully you can get tickets and man will get tickets. If you want to link up, then I don't mind. There's still no, that's calm, but I'm definitely going to the Leeds match. I'll be real to you. I ain't missing out. I've gone to every single home cup match game this season, and I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be that way until we get knocked out. So I take it plus said A for that one G. No, fair enough, but if I'm gonna be going through the Chelsea website, so I'll get it through Chelsea. Cause that'll probably be at maximum like £40 at maximum. Like this season, the most I paid for a ticket is literally about £38. That's the most I've paid for any of the tickets that I've gone to see at Stamford Bridge. So I'll be raw. I'm just gonna wait and see what they're saying because I have a good amount of loyalty points as well. So that's calm. And you were saying what you think of Levi Cole. I'll be real. Man like Cole, I think he's been so disrespected. Because why is he playing left back? Why is he playing left back, fam? Why? Why is he playing left back? We sold Ian Matson. Why? Why? Why did we sell Ian Matson? He didn't even get a chance to play left back. Even in preseason, man's playing him as an attacker. Like, man, like last season, he was Burnley's best player. He was playing left back. We take him and put him in a completely new position, which is dumb. And now you go see what he's doing. Now you go see what he's doing at Borussia Dortmund as well. Consistently having very good games, consistently playing in the position that is actually his position. This is dumb. The one thing that's pissed me off so much this season is that when Pochettino doesn't put our players in the right positions, like why do you do this? Why? The only thing I would agree with is that he put Jackson on the left. That's the only thing that I can say that raw you've put a guy, took him out of his main position to put him into that position. But even then, I think Jackson's more of an inside forward rather than what's that thing called? Rather than a striker because his striking in terms of goal scoring is not consistent enough. But his link up play, bringing other players into the game, that's very good. So for me, that's one thing I can credit him for changing the guy's position. But from Levi Colwill to Enzo Fernandez playing in the 10, like it doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. So I'll be real, man. I was telling me, bro, Kukurea and Chile was better than Matchday. Bro, bro, people are entitled to their opinions, but the fact is that Matson never got a chance to show what he could do at left back. And like, if people honestly think that Kukurea is better than him, then that's wild, isn't it? But people are entitled to their opinions because not everyone's gonna have the same opinion in it. So it's just how it goes. And Chalobah been getting the Mount treatment. I'll be real, man. In terms of Trevor Chalobah, like man feels sorry for him as well. And the one thing I can say about him is that from whether it was under Thomas Tuchel or Graham Potter, he had played games consistently, yeah, numerous amount of times, and then he gets dropped. He gets dropped, and there's no explanation, nothing. Under Tuchel, we could understand it, but I've seen these things. He got dropped for what? Like he didn't play, he didn't start a game again throughout the rest of the season. And then even last season, he was playing very well for us. And then, look, he gets benched. Like it doesn't even make sense. So I feel sorry for Trevor Chalobah, especially because he's been injured majority of this season. But now they want to sell Chalobah, and personally speaking, it doesn't even make sense because he can be someone. He's already someone that's been here for a numerous amount of years. One, he played in the Premier League. Two, he was a part of a team that had the culture of having players winning the Champions League and such. Like he deserves to stay. But these men are looking at the pure profit. That's the thing. They're looking for the pure profit nowadays. And that's the reason why they want to sell Gallagher, they want to sell Chalobah, they want to sell Matson. Like they want all of these guys for pure profit. Why? Because they don't want to what's the thing called? Pay. I mean, get sanctioned or whatever for financial fair play or whatever. So I'll be real. The board, they are jarring. They are very annoying, but we ain't gonna be getting rid of them anytime soon. So yeah, man. Which manager do you want if Poch goes at the end of the season? I'll be real, man. I would love to get Xavi Alonso, but it's most likely impossible, especially because he was a Liverpool player. Like it could be impossible. De Zerbi, like the one thing I would like about De Zerbi is that he's worked with a couple of players in our team. Obviously, at Brighton, he worked with Caicedo. He's worked with Mudryk at Shakhtar Donetsk. So on those kind of things, I wouldn't mind him. But any manager any manager that hasn't won major things, like it's always going to be a risk. Like I'd rather have a guy come in that's done a lot, that's done a lot, and Xabi Alonso has done a lot. Any other experienced manager, whether that's Zidane or whatever, they're not going to be coming to Chelsea. We're going to have to get a young manager. And right now, Alonso is the best young manager in the world, based off the fact that they haven't lost a game this whole entire season, and we're in February and they still haven't lost one game. So I would like to have him, but if you get rid of Pochettino, then I don't even want to get De Zerbi because Brian have been getting too much money from us. I'll be real, I don't really want it, but what choice do we have, man? Beggars can't be choosers, and right now we're begging. We're begging. So yeah, like, do I rate him? He's a good manager, but will he be the guy that can take us back to where we want to be, where we're talking about Champions League, where we're talking about winning the we're talking about winning the Premier League. And Hansi Flick, that's a good manager. That's a good manager. A guy that came in, won the treble with Bayern Munich, and bounced. He bounced. He done his thing and bounced. So no, fair enough. I'll be real to you. Because I want Xabi Alonso, he's like my number one guy that I want us to get. Hansi Flick, I obviously the name I do remember, obviously, and I know he's a free agent, but I just think of Xabi Alonso because he's the one guy that I would want us to get more than anyone. It's just highly unlikely. And Hansi Flick, I don't. It's just the thing. It's just the thing. Yeah, the thing for me is that what is the board on? Because on the board, because from what we've seen, whether that's Graham Potter or Mauricio Pochettino, guys that have been our permanent managers since they've taken over, the one thing that they have in common is that they are yes men. Is that they are yes men. So I mean, Richie, it just doesn't depend. It just depends. Just depends. And you're saying that Alonso's an upcoming manager. That's what he's doing in Germany. He can't do that in England. Hey man, watch. I mean, Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel. Like, fair enough. Fair enough. Like Jurgen Klopp, he was doing his thing at Borussia Dortmund, and he's come to Premier League and done his thing. Like I feel like Alonso, you can say he's inexperienced, but he's a manager that was coached by literally two of the best managers what in the world, because he was managed by Pep Guardiola at Bayern Munich, and he had Jose Mourinho at Real Madrid. So he has a mad understanding of tactics, even going back to his days at Liverpool, where he's playing under Rafa Benitez. Like the understanding and the philosophies that he could have gotten from each of one of these managers, guys, whether it's Mourinho or Pep Guardiola, guys that have been the best managers in the world. He's been in their positions in terms of playing in their teams. Now he's the manager. It's like a lot of guys that have been good footballers or very good footballers, they haven't always been the best managers. And right now he's doing his thing in Germany, fair enough, but he's undefeated. Undefeated. And like for me, with the team that he has, his team isn't necessarily the maddest thing ever, but he's doing exceptional. He's doing exceptional. And that's the reason why I would want him, because any manager we get right now, like Hansi Flick, I don't know if he will come to Chelsea because it just depends what the board is on. Do they want a yes man? Is that what they want? Because if they want a yes man, then I don't know who the manager's going to be, because I don't know if I don't think the Zerbi is a yes man. Hansi Flick, I don't think is a yes man. And Alonso, I don't think is a yes man. So for me, I don't even know. Like for me, by the end of the season, I don't even know if Pochettino is going to get sacked by the end of the season, because the board are on thin ice, because you cannot sack this manager and then the next one that you bring in is the exact same. He has to be above. He has to be better. He has to be. So and Alonso probably would go Liverpool, because obviously, like I said, he's a Liverpool man. So, but I would want him to come. I would want him. You know he's gonna stay. All he has to do is win one of them. All he has to do is win one of those trophies. That is it. If he wins one, he's guaranteed to be here at the start of next season. 1,000%. 1,000%. But when we think of the board, where they're gonna be saying we're happy to just get some sort of European football, like that just goes to show where our club is at right now. Because if Roman Abramovich was in charge and we're in these positions, he wouldn't be here. It doesn't even matter if he's in a final or semi-final. He would not be here. And this is why the change in the this is why the change in the club is so mad, because now we're meant to be happy with getting just about European football. Like this is what they've made us into. Like we've been used to be talking about Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. Now look, man's gonna be happy with getting Conference League. Like, like that's where we're at. where we're at. And it's true, we need a proper sporting director, but we also need the board to have backbone. We need them to have a manager that isn't just gonna do everything that they want and everything that they say. They need someone that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Because when you have those guys with personality, very, very good personality, they'll bring the best out of the team. So and it's unfortunate for us that we're not there yet as well. But we ain't gonna be there for at least another minimum of 2 seasons. So I'll be real, man. I really hope that we can do something. And I just really hope that we can get back to where we need to be, because this last year and a bit, the last 2 seasons have been long. Even though the season's been much better than last season because we score a lot more, we're in a cup final. It's still nowhere near where we need to be. Yeah, but Revell ain't gonna come back after these guys done him wrong. That's the whole reason why he left. So I don't even think he's gonna come back. And the board have too much of an ego to accept him back. It's like, would they take back Thomas Tuchel or anything? They wouldn't. And Michael Edwards, he's a good manager. I mean, not a good manager, a good sporting director. He's calm. So if the season same, I don't know. I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a protest happening, but it just depends, because even this season, even though we've been poor, like, I do think we will finish better than we did last season. And with the team that we have, bearing in mind these guys would have been together for more than a year, like Enzo, all of these guys would have been having at least a season under their belt. I find it hard to believe that if we have the same manager or whatever, that we wouldn't be able to progress. So each season, I do think, well, we can progress. It just depends on how much would we progress. Because the highest I think we're finishing this season is eighth. It's the highest I think we're finishing. So from 12th to 8th, that's fourth places. If we can do the same the next season and go up to fourth, then that's calm. And the season after that, try challenge for the Premier League title, that can be calm. That's something that is realistic, especially with the fact that Jurgen Klopp's leaving at the end of the season. We don't know what manager's going to Liverpool, especially. And then on top of that, is Salah going to be leaving? Like, all of these teams can be different. So yeah, man, we need to change the way we buy. Yeah, but the board ain't trying to do that. They want to sign the youngsters. That's their plan. That's their plan. They just want to sign the youngsters. That's it. They want to sign up, but they want to sign the youngsters, and that's not good, because it just puts us in. It just makes us worse. On top of that, it's not like we were buying youngsters for like 5 million. We have spending like 15, 20 million on youngsters, like on players that haven't even played at the senior levels for a long period of time. So yeah, man, I'll be real. It's not good, but and I do agree that we do need to change that. But will we change it? Will the board change it? I hope they will do. If they ever come across this video, I really hope that they change the way they do things, because they have left us in the trenches, fam. They've left us in the trenches, fam. Big man thing. And the only way it changes if protests happen, so they know. Yeah, it's true. But imagine how bad it will have to be at Chelsea. Imagine how bad it will be at Chelsea to get for them to protest. And who's been my favorite player this season? Has to be Cole Palmer. Has to be Cole Palmer. He's definitely the favorite player this season. Like, without this guy, you know what? Like, he scored 10 Premier League goals, and we're in February. Like, we still got 3 more months, at least, what, 14 games to play. Like, this guy, he's definitely gonna be getting at least 12 plus goals in the Premier League. And for me, he's been our best player, and he's definitely my favorite player this season, because I never expected him to be this good. I always rated him as a baller, but I never thought that he would be this good. That he's the leading man in the attack. I never thought that. I never thought that still. So big him up, because boy, he can be our revenge for Kevin De Bruyne. He can be our revenge for Kevin De Bruyne. When Manchester City eventually got Kevin De Bruyne from Wolfsburg, who Wolfsburg bought from us, like this is our revenge because Cole Palmer can literally do this stuff for 10 years. And he reminds me of Mata. No, I hear what you're saying because Mata was off the right hand side as well, and he loved to cut in and shoot. Not only that, but he can definitely find assists. Like it doesn't matter whether it's goals or assists, he can do that. And he is reminiscent to him, especially playing off the right hand side because Mata used to do that a lot for us. So I'll be real, it's a good comparison. It's very good. That's a very good comparison still. And like I said, man's just happy that we bought him. Because you see, anyhow, yeah, we didn't have Cole Palmer. Imagine if we got Cole. Imagine if we didn't get Cole Palmer, and we got Elise. Imagine that. Imagine that. Elise had been injured for the majority of the season. Would have been finished. And he hit over Mount stats ready. He's got more. He's got more assists from open play than Mason Mount has. He's got 10 goals in the Premier League. Mount had 11 goals in the Premier League. So he's one away from equaling his best ever goal scoring record in the Premier League. So so in terms of the all competitions, he probably does have more than Mount stats still, count all comps. But in the Premier League, Mount got 11 goals and I think he got 10 assists for us the last time we finished third in the Premier League. So like he just needs to get more than 20 plus goal contributions. I mean 21 goal contributions, and right now he's on 16. So he's 5 away from equaling it, 6 from getting better. And with 14 games left to play, as long as he doesn't get injured, he will definitely get that. Because it doesn't matter whether we get goals or assists, it's hardly it's hard for us to not have Cole Palmer involved in at least one of our 3 goals. Like if we scored 3 goals, he's involved in at least one of them. Like that's how vital he is. That's how important he is for us. So I'll be real. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that we got him. So happy because he's been outstanding and he's definitely like in terms of the best under 21 players. Tell me who's been better than him this season. And what do you think of the Badia Shaw injury? It's unfortunate for him. It's unfortunate for him still. Like I'll be raw. Badia Shaw, like it's just not good. But he's gonna be out for a month. He's gonna miss the Carabao Cup final. Um, like I'll be real, man. It's just jarring. Like I like all these injuries that just happen. It's just so jarring. It's just the only good thing. Fortunate. The only good thing is that obviously we got Levi Cole, and now we don't even know if Thiago Silva is going to be injured or how long he could be injured for as well. So Cole could play as left side centre back. That's the only good thing I could see coming out of this is that Cole could potentially play in his best position. That's it. And he had a good game for us against Villa, 100%. Like him and Axel Disasi in the centre backs, they were cooking. They were cooking still. And what do I think of Chilwell? Chilwell, man, he's a guy that's done a lot for us, helping us win the Champions League. Like he's done so much for us. But this season he hasn't been that consistent. Like there's games where he can play good, and there's games can be absolutely poor. Like the game against Wolves, the game against Liverpool, it was just poor, just so poor. And at times it's our whole team that does it. But like the thing about it is that I don't necessarily think that Ben Chilwell is like with the left on the left hand side because we don't have the support defensively to support him. He can't do both. And you reckon both of our left backs are poor? I don't think Ben Shaw is poor. I don't. The only problem is that I just feel like he doesn't have all the best attributes in order to do the best job playing left back. Hence why he had his best ever seasons for us. He's playing left wing back, not left back. he's further up the pitch, and there's guys in behind him to sweep up some mess because defensively, he's not the best defensively. He's good going forward, but defensively, he's not the best. So, um, so for me, like if we can get guys on the left, if we can get guys on the left hand side that can help out with the defending, that be more physical to allow him to not have to defend so much, then it'll be better. But the left wing back, like I said, the left wing back's the best position because he doesn't have to. It's not just him that has to defend so much because when you're left back, you're getting one on ones. Whereas if you're playing left wing back, even if someone gets past you, there's another line of defense. Like him being our last line of defense on that left hand side, yeah, man, that can be problems for us, and we found that out against Wolves. So and what 5 players you want in the summer in terms of goalkeeper, left back, 2 wingers, a centre back, and a striker? So personally speaking, I don't even think we need to sign 5 players. Personally speaking, I don't even think we have to sign 5 players. So, but I can just say if I since you asked the question. So, if I want to sign a goalkeeper, who would I sign? Who is a good goalkeeper that's young because Petrovic deserves to be the number one at this point in time. So, I'll be real. Like I said, I don't think we need to sign a goalkeeper. Let's make Sanchez the backup. Let's make him the backup. And left back, Alfonso Davis. That's one guy that I want us to have, Alfonso. Or if not, just don't sell Matson and help him to be the left back. But I'm gonna sign someone, Alfonso Davis, 100%. And then if I wanted to sign 2 wingers, um, 2 wingers. Like Elise is a good shout, but he's injury prone. He's been injured a lot. I don't really want to sign guys that have a history of being injured even before they come to Chelsea because it just doesn't work out. Like look at Wesley Fofana. Like this guy was injured a lot of the time at Leicester, and now since he's come here, like he's been here for what? Nearly what? It's been like 18 months he's been here for, and he's probably only been available for maximum of 5 months. So I don't know if I want to sign him. Elise, Kudus is a good option. I'm just here trying to think because I don't think we need to sign 2 wingers. I think we just need to sign one. I feel like we just need to sign a winger, a striker, and potentially a midfielder. But even though I don't think we need to, like, it's just different. Okay, that's it. Pedro Neto, I would take Pedro Neto still. I would. I would take Pedro Neto. He's been having a great season, and the thing where we have to pay a good amount of money for him because Wolves said today that they'll allow him to leave in the summer, but it's got to be more than what Man City bought Mateus Nunes for, and they bought him for like 53 M. So if we're gonna sign Pedro Neto based on the season that he has been having so far this season, we're gonna have to pay at least 65 million plus for him. I don't feel like he's worth it, but in this market, that's how it's gonna have to be. So I can agree with the Neto. Ozyman, 100%. Phil Hernandez, hey man, that's a great shout. That's a great shout. Great shout still. Him or what's my bro's name? Alfonso Davis, that would be cold. Musa Diaby is a very good player for Aston Villa, but I doubt they'll let him go, especially if they get Champions League football. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're in the not only are can they get top four, but they can also potentially win the Europa League. So they have a couple good paths. So I don't feel like they would let him go, but that's a good option because he's a very good player. Mike Mignon, he's a cold keeper. He's cold. He's cold. And if we're going to sign him, we're gonna have to pay at least like 60 to 70 M's for him. So I wouldn't mind that. But it's just the likelihood of these happening, like I don't even know. But yeah, man, those are some good options. All of these guys could do very well for us. And Neto, Ozyman, I would love for them to be at Chelsea. I'd love for them to be at Chelsea. I just don't know if the other three If it's realistic, I don't know. I don't know. Wolves financial fair play situation, they will sell him for less. Well, I hope so. 'Cause I just read, obviously, I just read the report earlier in the season, innit? Not earlier in the season, earlier today. I read the report saying that they're not going to try and let him leave for less than what Mateus Nunes went for, innit? So we have to wait and see on that one. And who's in your all-time Chelsea squad? Come on, bro. Petr Cech, right back. This is difficult, but I'm probably gonna say Ivanovic. Centre backs, John Terry, and obviously 'cause it's between like, because Carvalho was cold, yeah. Carvalho was cold, absolutely cold. Like I might be leaning towards him, but I don't know. Like, because Gary Cahill was actually a very good centre back for us. Someone that was actually at the club and won everything. Someone that was at the club and actually won everything. And even Aspilicueta, like like there's so many good players, but Ivanovic, I have to put him there because he can do everything. Petr Cech, there's no one that's even close to him. John Terry, no one close to him. Like it's between Carvalho and Cahill for me, just due to the fact that Cahill was a part of the team that won everything, and also, but I'll probably lean towards Carvalho because John Terry and Carvalho were the best defensive partnership in Premier League history. Hence why 15 goals conceded in a Premier League season, and that will never be matched ever. So I'll say Carvalho. Left back, I'm going to put Ashley Cole. There's not any competition for him. In the midfield, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with hmm, who would I go with? Like I don't know, I'm putting Kante there. 100% I'm putting Kante there. Then see you'll put Makaleli, like Kante Makaleli in the holding roles. Kante Zola, Lampard, Hazard and Drogba. See, I cannot disagree with that. I can't. I can't disagree with that. And if I'm gonna be honest, by the way, Makaleli and Kante in a pivot together, it's long. It's long, especially with the defense behind them. And then you got Zola, Lampard who can create everything. Hazard can dribble, take on bare man, Drogba, the ultimate finisher, like ultimate big game player. Like this is a solid team. And I'll be real to you, I was gonna lead towards more. I was gonna lead towards that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't just yeah, because the attacking roles, Zola, Lampard, Hazard, Drogba, they are elite still for us. So I can't cap. Your back line is the same as mine. The goalkeeper, of course, and McLeary and Kante were always gonna be in there. But yeah, man, that's a good one. It was hard to miss out Essien and Mikel and Robin and Fabregas and Costa. I be real to you, some Fabregas, Fabregas, like when you talk about Fabregas and Lampard, like it's not difficult for me because Lampard, our top goal scorer in history, like it's not even close. No one, no one can dispute Lampard. Nobody. He got second runner up in the Ballon d'Or as well. Won everything at Chelsea. Like Fabregas, not even close for me. Like in terms of Chelsea teams, Costa, big him up. But for me, it's not even close. He's our second best striker after Drogba, but it's not even close because we have to think about the teams that they were in. Fabregas and Costa are part of a team that after we won the Premier League, we finished 10th. And the season after that, we go and won the Premier League again. Like we've lost FA Cup finals. Like we have to bear in mind the team that Lampard, Drogba, and them man were in. They went to FA Cup finals. They never lost an FA Cup final. Yet the teams after them have lost FA Cup finals. So I'll be real, bro, bro. we're not trying to celebrate fourth place out here, bro. We're not trying to we don't celebrate fourth place. We celebrate winning trophies. But at this point in time, we would take it if we got fourth place. So, but I just really want us to talk about winning trophies because it's not even the same, man. Like having us not compete for the biggest honors, it's not even the same. Man can't get gassed or chat about my team away the way I'm used to talking to it, like trying to talk about it, like getting gassed, people not liking me because like I'm a right a lot of the time in terms of Chelsea and things that happen. But like celebrating fourth, that's what Arsenal fans would do. So I'm even trying to do that. But what you reckon we will find out? You reckon we'll find out the normal 11 when everyone's fit? But when will that happen? Will we even get a full team this season? Will we? Will we be able? Will we be able to see an injury report come out and there's no one on it? Will we? That's a big question. Will we be able to see an injury report where there's no one on it? I don't think so. So if we will see our normal 11 next season, we will. It has to be because after the season ends, everyone is always fit for at least pre-season. So um you've been your main captain this season. You've been my main captain. What for Chelsea? Our main captain this season, Conor Gallagher's been the captain the majority of the time. Ben Chilwell's only recently come back. Reece James was only a part of the team for about 5 games at max, 6 games at max. Like Conor Gallagher's been captain majority of the season. So he's been the main captain. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's been obviously the captain that has the armband. We're talking about leaders. Only Thiago Silva can really be the leader. Enzo Fernandez, he's someone that will talk up and that he can be a leader. But no, it's true, and that's a trait of a centre back as well. When you're a centre back, you like to yell because you will try to talk to the midfielders, you will try to talk to the attackers. That's how John Terry was as well. So, like a centre back being captain for me is the most ideal thing because majority of the time those are the guys that generally do very well. Like you had Sergio Ramos for Real Madrid, and Carlos Puyol from Barcelona. Like even who I can't necessarily think of. Like he was the Man United captain. I don't know. I don't think it was Vidic or Ferdinand. But yeah, man. Normally, centre backs do very well as captains. So yeah, man. I'll be real. Thiago Silva. It's just trying because I just wanted to see Reece James be our captain. I want him to be fit. That's our actual captain. But Thiago Silva, he's the. Guy that has the Have you noticed Mudryk and Noni, bro? Yeah, but these are young players, guys that especially Mudryk. He hasn't played many games in in like main league football. Like he had a what 40 or 50 games for Shakhtar Donetsk at max, and now when he comes here, 1 minute he's in the team, next minute he's not. Even Noni Madweki, like at the start of the season, think of how many games he missed consecutively. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Noni has been great game in game out because even when he's started a couple games in a row, like he's been he's been off it, but then he'll be on it. So it's like I just feel like it's down to them being inexperienced and not having the best coaching because Pochettino is not getting the best out of them consistently. Fair enough, guys can score goals in 1 or 2 games and that, but week in, week out, that's what we need. The only way these guys can develop great form consistently is they play week in, week out, or unless they are in a team and in a system that can get the best out of them. And right now, we don't have either one. We don't have the best team to get the best out of them, and we don't have the best coach to get the best out of them, regardless of what people are saying about, oh yeah, the fact of the matter is that Pochettino likes to tick and change. Like, how is Raheem Sterling played so many games, starting week in week out? Only recently in the last 2 games have we seen him not play and be on start on the bench. But before that, he was playing every single game. So enough of that, bro. It's just my opinion, innit? Like, guys are entitled to their opinion. But this is just the opinion that man has, innit? So yeah, I appreciate you for respecting it. But yeah, man, I'll be honest, man. This team, it's just drawing. It's just drawing. Pochettino is drawing, but as always, regardless of whoever the manager is and whatnot, we're always going to back the team because we want Chelsea to get back to where we want them to be, competing for the biggest trophies and winning the biggest trophies because that's our club. That's our club. So, do you know any of the Chelsea statements or do any Chelsea statements will make you? And I'll be real to you. The thing about me is that I don't really, I don't really, um, I don't really interact with too many like Chelsea fan TV people, even though that would be good, obviously, to help support my channel and get more people to view it and that. And maybe one day I will, but obviously for now, I'm just trying to focus on getting the 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. Once I get that, then I'll want to interact more with guys just because I don't want like, even though support is it goes a long way, teamwork makes the dream work. Like, I want to do this, get monetized and that by myself, and then because then I have my own, then that's my own personal goal to get monetized and stuff like that. Something that is very hard to do, but if I can do that by myself, then that's great. And then after that, I can look out to get more support and such. But this right now, what I'm going through right now is the hardest period. Getting the amount of subscribers that I got, getting guys interactive, and people like you speaking to me and such like that on the stream and that. These are the hardest things. And once I get through this, then everything will get easier and easier gradually. So in the future, you'll probably see me on Chelsea Fan TV at some point, but not for now. Probably not this season, but next season, big things are coming, man. I can't wait for next season still. So just gotta have patience. You just gotta have patience, and man, trying to have patience and be patient. So that's just where it is right now still. But but yeah, deals, man. But I can't lie though, bro. I appreciate you for leaving your thoughts and opinions in the chat. Obviously, it's 10 past 9. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, and I still need to cook it. So I'm gonna go and what's the thing called? Cook my dinner and eat and that. So I appreciate you for joining the stream. Love for that. And helping man interact and that. So I appreciate you. And I will add you on my PlayStation after in. So yeah, man. Um that's calm. I only got 2 votes in the poll, but big up everyone for the votes in the poll. Big you up yours for your comments. And thank you to everyone for all the likes on the video. I appreciate it. And I will be back. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. I will be back to do another video tomorrow, another live stream so I can interact with people more. So I will be back tomorrow. And sorry about that. It died. Just 2 seconds. Let me just change this right quick. Where's my other one? Sorry about that. Sorry about that, bro. But yeah, man. that's gonna be it from me regarding this stream. Appreciate all of you guys for leaving your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. They always big up your comments, bro. And thank you to everyone who's joined. It means a lot. And thank you to everyone for your comments and all the likes and the votes on the poll. And I will be back tomorrow for another live stream, whether that's Chelsea news or something else. But yeah, man, to all my people, them, thank you. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC Realist Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.